Hey guys, hey Letty, hey Dana, how are y'all doing today?
Doing good.
We're doing good. It's a little hectic around this place, but we're doing really good.
Awesome. I'm very appreciative of you guys taking some time with me this morning to go live on here for our What's the Word segment and tell us what's the word in the salon industry right now. But before we get to that, before we get to that, hold on. So Leti Latham and Dana Robinson, you guys are both owners of Pure Posh Salon here in San Antonio, correct? And I know you guys opened the salon back in 2005, and you've been helping a lot of women and men in San Antonio look their best for that whole time. And y'all have a really amazing operation over there at Pure Posh. And but I want to know a little bit from you guys about what led into that, like your history of getting into the industry, and how you guys kind of came together to open up Pure Posh Salon together.
So I think it's kind of a lot of things, but Letty and I came together. She was one of the top stylists at our salon. So part for me was opening a place that I wanted to work at, opening a place that I wanted to be proud of and allow others to have a place to work at that they could be proud of too. And Letty came to us. She actually moved from Arizona and very quickly became one of our top stylists, top motivators, one of our biggest fans, and had the opportunity to purchase in through her growth and everything like that to be an owner here. So thankful.
That's awesome. That's awesome. So y'all have done some growing since 2005. I know that because I know when you first opened, you're still in the same shopping center, Village at Stone Oak Shopping Center, and you've moved somewhat recently to a bigger location. And one of the things I love most, other than the fact that every time I come in there, I leave feeling amazing, but I just love how everyone that works there always seems so happy. And I think that goes back to how you wanted an environment where people felt comfortable working and, proud of where they worked and proud of what they were doing. And it's obvious when you go in there that everyone is very proud of what they do and being a part of what y'all have going on at Pure Posh.
Well, I can say thank you so much for mentioning that, because that's one of our biggest things. When we interview, potential stylists or potential people for the front desk, really the first thing we look at is their personality. Yeah. And like many other industries, you can train people to do specific tasks, but you can't train like kindness, and you can't train friendliness
and work ethic
and smiling. Yeah. Like, smiling is our favorite. Like, you can't train things like that. So thank you for saying that, because that really does mean a big thing to, it's a big deal to us, and that it shows and someone notices.
Yeah,
so
it's true. I'm glad you do notice, because the girls that are here and that have withstand this whole time that we've been closed are very excited to be back, and still love the team, still love to be here, and they're very excited to come back and be together. So yeah, I'm glad you noticed that. Cool.
Well, so speaking of the team and kind of, get things coming back, let's jump back just a little bit to when all this kind of started, this COVID pandemic, and everyone having to make pretty drastic changes in their lifestyles and their behaviors and how they work and things like that. I know you guys were even on the news when all of this happened on KSAT, correct?
Yeah.
And kind of went through kind of what y'all were going through. Kind of explain to us a little bit about how, that very abrupt, quick change in the business affected you guys and the other people that work there.
I have to tell you, it was very abrupt, and it was a big change. Now, because her and I are co-owners, I always have someone to back me up. I always have somebody to bounce an idea off of. The difference this time was she owns two businesses. She co-owns this one with me, and then she owns a beauty school down the street. So when this all happened, all of a sudden Dana needed to go run the school. And because she's an owner there, sole owner there, and I needed to just be the sole owner here. So all of a sudden it was like, who do I bounce the idea off of? Who's in the office with me? Wait, where's Dana? And it was like, all of a sudden, no, it's just you. So when in doubt, take action is one of the things that we say. So if I had any doubt, it's just take action. Let Dana know at the end of the day what happened. Tons of texts throughout those days. but it was like, just grow up and get going. That's what I had to do. So I had to, and then when KSAT called us the first time and said, hey, I want to come out and see what you're doing. We heard you're, selling some color kits to take care of everybody's hair. And I said, come out, and I'll show you all about it. And so it was just like, let's go, let's talk about it, because this is what I'm doing. I'm taking care of my guests, and making sure they're taken care of until we can get back open. And it was a crazy time at the beginning, because it was like, Dana, now I'm doing this. Okay, yeah, it's fine. Okay, now, and so it was a back and forth on the phones, and she was over there running a school and becoming an educator, which she didn't really decide to ever be an educator, but she became one, and was having to do that. So it was a definitely abrupt everything, but we've grown. Both of us have grown so much since then.
Well, and speaking of the school, because you keep mentioning it, the Salon Professional Academy of San Antonio. It's just here in North San Antonio, also down on 281 here in Oaks, and it's an amazing school. I know I've been over there a lot too. So you're definitely set up to teach people how to get into the industry and know what they're doing, but also, like you said, have that mentality of being happy with who they are and happy with where they work and what they're doing. You guys have done some pretty creative things, though, with the situation, to keep everyone busy, to keep your clientele engaged and things like that. I know I've seen videos on Facebook, and I've seen hair color packages and stuff like that. Tell us a little bit about some of the stuff that y'all have been doing over these last month or to keep things going.
Well, so I think the biggest thing is, so every day we've been doing Facebook Lives, and you know what? It sounds crazy, but everybody's changed, right? So people that used to maybe work in offices and now never saw anybody, everybody got launched into the world of Zoom. I can't even remember what the numbers of Zoom changed, but like it literally, like, I don't even know.
I know I made a joke in the beginning of this. I was like, I think this might all be orchestrated by Zoom.
I know, but seriously, we should have all had, stock in Zoom. But so everybody's on front of Zoom all day, on front of a camera. And I don't say this like out of vanity, but everyone's looking at themselves and going, oh my gosh, I have gray hair, I have wrinkles, I have this, and I have that.
And I never knew.
And so we talked to our girls, because we're like, okay, our job is to help guests. And our job is to make people feel beautiful, not out of vanity, but because, feeling beautiful breeds confidence. It breeds, there's so many things that come with it that we, and the girls, we started talking about it, and they were like, okay, here's how to curl your hair literally from here forward.
Whatever
Who cares what the back looks like, but it'll look good on Zoom. Here's how to do a
pretty ponytail.
Yeah, a really cute ponytail. Here's how to do, a good makeup. When you're on Zoom, you look pale. Here's how to add some bronzer.
Yeah.
All kinds of things like that, because our job is to make people feel, beautiful, but we can't do it.
We weren't able to do our traditional way.
Yeah. So we kind of came up with an untraditional way of doing, daily tutorials. And kind of whether you had curly hair or straight hair, you wanted to learn to braid or whatever, we were just trying to help out, our guests that were watching. And, maybe today's, video didn't help you, but, we had Kelly and Maddie that taught, wives or moms how to clean up like the ears and the hairlines on the guys.
Yes.
Honestly, they probably fared the worst through this, because guys get haircuts every 3 or 4 weeks. Now they missed 3 haircuts.
We're a little lucky too. I can just like pull it back. I know my husband Lane, he is
all of us can put our hair.
It's driving him crazy. He's like he has like a little mop on his head.
The girls are not used to it. The guys are not used to that.
I'll tell you what, the guys, I really think, are having the hardest time.
Those are the most fun.
Hardest time.
Yeah.
Hardest time.
Another thing that we did
poor guys, right?
I know. Another thing that we did, we're talking about earlier, was our color kit. So, a lot of clients are out there and they have gray, which you don't see mine because I used the color kit. So you don't see my gray, but I do have some gray. But the ones that were brunettes and darker and red kind of thing, we're able to come in and get a custom made color for their color. Now, one thing that we were able to do that was different, we started doing something like this on Zoom or a virtual consultation. So I was able to look at their hair color, have them go in the sunlight, have them go outside or by a window so I can really customize their color, and they were buying kits. So those are for guests that weren't even originally guests of ours. They were actually able to come get color kits. People came from all over the city. I cannot believe how many people came from so far away. They just didn't care. They wanted their color done. And the best thing was I was able to share with them what I use so that when they go back to their stylist, they understand that this color is safe. You can still get highlights when you get back. You're still going to be able to get a treatment or whatever it is that you normally do. You'll still take care of that. So it was lots of fun, lots of learning experiences.
I think,
we were saying we learned how to do virtual consultations, and we're saying like they'll probably never go away. So like when we have a new guest that's coming to the salon and we've never seen her, you know, and maybe they're wanting like an overhaul or maybe they're wanting a totally new look, we can schedule you on one of our stylist books today, a 15-minute virtual consultation, so that when you come in on, say, Thursday, you know, we already know what you want or what you're looking for, or somebody with color correction, you know. It'll just really, it's something we learned and we never thought we'd do, but we're like, they're here to stay.
Well, I think a lot of industries are going to see some efficiencies come out of this pandemic that they're going to carry forward well after it's over, you know, and some that will be for a long time, some that will be permanent changes. You know, I know like in our real estate brokerage, we've done Zoom meetings with our agents. That's something we do very regularly because we're in multiple markets. And so Zoom meetings has been something that we've done a lot of already because we can, you know, stay connected all over the place. And I think now seeing that a lot of people are incorporating more Zoom and more video and just different things like that into the daily operations of their businesses, I think we're going to see a whole lot of things change permanently. What are some of the things that you guys, you know, I know you just mentioned, you know, those kinds of consultations and stuff. What are some of the other things that y'all have changed over the course of this that you think you might see stick around for a while?
What I would say is, I mean, for sure those changes, you know, even the clients that are already guests of ours, it has been so long since we've seen them. So I may still need to do a virtual consultation because now your new growth's a little bit longer and your dark got a lot more faded. I want to make sure that I'm booking the correct timing for you, because now when we come back, we're going to have some guidelines. Don't know for sure exactly what those guidelines are, but we're going to have some guidelines. I'm going to be more specific about how many people I have on the salon floor at a certain time. How long are you going to spend here? It's not going to be as open to, oh, you want this hair color instead? Oh, let's change it all around. It's not going to be that simple anymore. So those things are probably one of the biggest things, is really communicating with the guests. You know, what are we really needing to do? Even if you're already a guest, I've done you for years. Let me see you on camera. Let me see you with this technology, because I need to see what really has happened. And if you did do a color on yourself and you didn't get it from us, or I don't know what you, not shaming them, but just saying, hey, we get it. Everybody was worried.
What you do to yourself at home during quarantine.
Yes, we all did crazy stuff. So let me just look at it and see where we're at. You know, our blondes were in a different world. The blondes, I could not send anything home for my blondes. Yeah, poor Dana. Dana had to be a student. I had to be a model for what class so she could get her hair done. But we couldn't send that kind of stuff home. So blondes had to understand that I can't send this stuff home with you.
Because you guys can't do highlights. We can get you to paint color on your roots.
Yes, very different technique, very different product. That was a little bit more unpredictable and a little bit more scary. So we weren't doing things like that. It wasn't like get as many as we can, sell as much as we can. It was more like, let me really serve you. Let me really take care of this and do that kind of thing. So blondes are really excited to see us. They really can't wait to get in here. I know a specific blonde that really can't wait to get in here.
I don't know what you're talking about.
So I think that's it. Then of course, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Sorry, go ahead.
Well,
some of the guidelines that they're talking about, we might have to keep for a while. So we don't know for sure yet.
Yeah, and that's what I was going to say too. I know that you know y'all got kind of thrown into the announcement yesterday of, hey, we're going to open up, you know, salons on the 8th, which is this Friday. It's not quite that simple, is it?
No. So, and here's where we're like, oh, we kind of got, I don't want to say thrown under the bus, because we're really excited, right? I mean, we're super excited. So Governor Abbott says we can open on Fridays, but we're governed by TDLR, which is Texas Department of License and Regulation, and they're promising us the regulations, the sanitation, the regulatory things that we need as a salon that holds a license under them and as operators that hold individual licenses under them. What are their regulations and what are their standard operating procedures that we're going to need to follow when we're open? So we've been really prepared. So like when North Carolina announced their opening like 2 weeks ago, we just kind of looked at their list, kind of mocked it up and started ordering some of the stuff, because now, unfortunately, yesterday, if we were trying to get online today to order stuff, we wouldn't be able to get it for Friday. So we kind of guessed some of our list, and we'd rather have more than not enough. But yeah.
You can see right behind her.
Literally behind us. Look at all the, I'm like,
Stuff already coming
in. Stock of our sanitizer.
So I'm like, I'll give this shameless plug. One of my neighbors is Dr. Golab, Michael Golab. He's a chiropractor and he's super kind. And when he was doing some of his ordering from, his companies that he ordered, he texted me and he was like, Dana, I don't know if you're gonna be able to get this for your salon. What do you need? Dude, thank you. Thank you so much.
And we placed that order a long time ago. We were really trying to be ahead of the game and really plan for the future, because we knew that at least was going to be part of it, the masks and the sanitation. So, and as an industry of that high-end sanitation, we've already been sanitizing for all the years that we've ever been doing hair. We already do quite a bit of that anyway. So now just
part of our regulation,
other things in, we're ready to just kind of take it. Tell us what we need to do so we can get going.
So what are some of the things that I think y'all have probably gotten a list by now of stuff. What are some of the things that your clients can expect to be part of the process right now? And I'm sure your phone is ringing off the hook for people wanting to come in on Friday, which I know everyone's on Friday.
So part of what we're kind of, I'll say, guesstimating, one of the biggest things that we've seen in different states that opens, a lot of times, like I might apply Patricia's color, and then I apply Leti's color, and then I cut Patricia's hair, and then I cut Leti's hair. But now they're saying that would be me having 2 guests. So now I can only have 1 guest. So that's something a lot of the guests that are that the states are saying. So that's kind of something we're kind of estimating on. Like I will have to start your hair, complete your hair, check you out, bye, sanitize, and now Leti can come in. So that's one of the big things. So we're going to have guests, like when they pull up in their parking lot, let's say if Leti's appointment's at noon, she's going to call and she's going to say, I'm here. And we're going to say, okay, we'll give you a call back in just a minute or two. The guest before is checking out. We'll get everything taken care of. Things like that. And then a really good idea that we got, everybody's concerned about, who was here before them. So when each guest comes through the door, you're going to have sealed in a plastic bag, a Ziploc bag. Our front desk will hand you your guest cape that you're going to wear that will have been washed and put in the bag, and then a fresh apron for your stylist to wear. So we're going to hand you that. It's kind of like, here's all of my clean, bleached, prepackaged items. You're going to bring it back. You're going to wear that cape. I'm going to wear this apron. And when you leave, it's all going to go back and get washed. It's all going to get, taken care of, and then we'll repackage it. So a lot of things like that, just a lot of things. I'm like, oh, what else is on here?
I know, there's so many things. And these, like I said, these are the lists that we kind of just took off of other states, Georgia and different other states that already opened up. But once Texas gives us our list, we'll be able to go off of there much easier, and then give our clients a call and let them know, okay, this is when we can officially open. Because just because he said the 8th doesn't mean we're going to unlock the door on the 8th and say, come on in.
Right.
Much more than that. It's much more than that.
Yeah, we need time to kind of, once we get the list of what we need, then we can make our list and make sure we have everything in place. Plus, we need to make sure, we need to get our girls back in the loop and get them back in.
We're gonna take time to do that. I want to make sure my team is confident, excited. They know exactly what we're doing. Everything's in place. I want them to completely understand sanitation and where we are with everything, so that no one is lost. Everybody understands. My front desk staff, I even hired during this time, Dana and I've hired 3 new people So during this time where people were holding off and waiting, we were still hiring. We were ready to go. So we have new girls that are coming in to understand the same kind of sanitation and the same things to really to move forward. So we're very excited.
That's awesome. Well, I know there's a whole lot of people very excited for you guys to reopen too.
Yeah.
I know
Yes.
Dana was mentioning too, even the other business owner that helped you get some supplies and stuff. And I know early on in this process, you started a Facebook group here in our area in Stone Oak for business owners to connect together, Stone Oak Strong, and to collaborate together and see who needed what, and share different things that each business had going on, so that we could all support each other.
I think that's the biggest thing.
Awesome. It's so important. That's been one of the big things that have gotten a lot of people through this, is the support from the local community and from the other local business owners and people that understand what's going on. So first of all, thanks for starting that. Because I'm in that group also, and it's been a phenomenal group to be in, and it just really does show what kind of person you are, what kind of business you run there, but at the same time, what kind of community we all operate in here. So I know a lot of people are excited for a lot of different reasons to get back in there and see you guys, just because we missed you, first of all. But then
Thank you. We miss you guys too.
I know, we miss everybody so much.
It's crazy when you take, well, I say women because we happen to be all women here. When you take a group of women that, on any given day, there's, 15 of us here, that we all love to chit chat with each other. And then we see our guests, and you take this room full of extroverted big talkers and you put them in a house with just like 3 other people to talk to for 6 weeks. We're all like dying. We really just need to talk to people.
And then sometimes you may be married to an introvert, so then you're like, what do I do?
Well, that time we spend
Greg and Russ would run out of words by like 10 a.m. every day.
Yeah, that time we spend at the salon can also be doubled as therapy. That's for sure. So
Yes.
I've been missing the
Therapy.
conversation.
That's totally true. And I got to tell you, it's therapy for us as much as it is for y'all.
them. Yes, it's for all of us, both of us, stylists and clients.
People drive us.
Yeah, we love it. That's why we've been doing it for so long.
That's awesome. So what are your, right now, if people say, oh my gosh, I'm dying to get scheduled and get in there as soon as I can, what are your recommendations for that? And then also too, with you guys, what is your contact information, all of that, so that somebody can schedule and get in there to see you guys?
So we're at 210-490-7873. We have starting this morning until 8 o'clock tonight, and through when we open, we have 2 or 3 girls working the front desk. Right now they have like a list of people that as soon as we get our guidance, they're going to start calling.
Yeah.
So
if you want to get on that list, you can just call and get on the list. Know that we're just going to take your name and number, and then we're going to give you a call back to let you know, okay, now we know what you have to do. Here we go. So that's what we're basically doing right now. So it's because it's really it's a waiting game, waiting to find out the actual guidelines of what we need to be reopened.
And then know what you have to do to put them in place. Yeah.
But I'll tell you, the happiest people on earth are the people that were here 8 weeks ago and rebooked their appointment.
Yes.
I'm going to tell you, there are like 30 people coming up like, this Monday and Tuesday and Wednesday that are like, what?
They're already in line. They're already ready.
Yeah, those standing appointments.
Yeah, those appointments. Oh my God.
I'm not one of those. I'm always, y'all know me. I'm one of those. I'm like, I need it done today or tomorrow. Like,
I know. I know.
Oh yeah.
I really appreciate you guys getting on here, and I know y'all have another news segment coming up to kind of get update on that today, right?
Yes.
All right, cool. Well, we'll tell everyone to tune into KSAT to catch you guys on that today too. I can't wait to get in there and see y'all in person.
Yes, we'll let you know, Patricia. You're on our list, just so you know.
Yes,
we're gonna call
see you next week.
Sounds good. You guys have a wonderful day, and we'll see you guys soon, okay?
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.